Hey, my name is Kwes, and this is my review of the movie Crimson Peak, directed by Guillermo Del Toro, starring Mia Wasikowska, I hope I said that correctly, Tom Hiddleston, Jessica Chastain, and Charlie Hunnam. Now, look, Guillermo Del Toro, in my personal opinion, is single-handedly one of the greatest visual storytellers of our time. This is a dude who, through just the lens of a camera, can just not only just do so much and tell you so much, but he can just create something completely visually stunning. And I was really looking forward to this movie because of that. And obviously the stellar cast was a huge draw for me. My expectations were really high. And then I saw the movie and yeah, no, this movie's a letdown. A big one too. As is often the case with visual directors, the story is what lets this film down so hard. This movie suffers from a case of like, I don't even want to call it mistaken identity. It doesn't really have an identity. It's trying to be so many things at once that it just doesn't have a distinct identity by the end of the movie. There are some parts of it where it's a horror film and you're like, wow, this is really creepy and it looks kind of cool. And then it's trying to be a love story. And then it's trying to be a mystery film. And then you're just not, at the end of the film, you're just not certain what the hell you just saw. And any film where that happens is not a good movie-going experience. But credit where it's due. The film looks great. It's visually stunning. The cast, as I said, it's a stellar cast, and each one of the main cast just brings it. Mia Wasikowska is not an actress I'm very familiar with. I've never really seen much of her work. But she was very good in this film. She plays the lead role of Edith, who is the young daughter of an American industrialist who's very wealthy. And she's an aspiring writer, and she's kind of a woman who's ahead of her time. She doesn't really fit in where she is, and society expects her to be one thing, and she doesn't really have any interest in being that. She has no interest in seeming to be the model potential wife, or she's not really interested in romance. She's all about her own ambitions until she meets Tom Hiddleston's character, who is Thomas, a young lawyer from England who is an inventor, and he's currently seeking financial investment for his latest project with his sister Lucille, played to creepy perfection by Jessica Chastain. I can't really go into my problems with this movie because to address them fully I would have to spoil the movie for you. As this is a spoiler-free review, I really can't go into that. So what I will say is this. This movie is paced very weirdly. It takes a hell of a long time to set up the actual story, and when you finally get the story by the end of the film, you're left dissatisfied. There's a twist to this movie. As I said, it's partly a mystery film. And when you finally get the twist, you're like, really? That's it? Like, honestly, I saw it and I was just like, I'm not being disrespectful, but what I thought this movie was going to be was a better movie than the movie I got, if that makes sense. It's like I was expecting more. I was expecting something different. I didn't get that. What I got wasn't as good as what I thought I was hoping for. And I'm just like, okay, I guess. But, that's not really something that you want to say after watching a movie. That's not a great movie-going experience if you're left sort of going, eh. Sadly, my rating for this movie is going to be a 2-star, not that good. I was hoping for more. I wanted more. I really wanted this movie to do well. It's not. It's really not. It's really not doing that well. And I guess audiences are responding to the fact that, yeah, this movie's not that good. Question time. What has been your most disappointing movie ever? Like, you can't cheat and use the new Fantastic Four movie because that's the less said the better. But yeah, tell me about a film that you watched and that you were expecting to be really, really great, and it just sort of didn't turn out that way. Mine would be the Phantom Menace, which is a real weird one because I watched it when I was a kid and then I kind of saw it for what it was when I grew up, I guess. Damn it, George. So yeah, hit me up on social media. If you've seen the movie, let me know what you thought about it. If you've seen my review, which I guess you would have if you made it this far. Let me know what you thought of my review. Any comments, tips, advice you have, critiques. I'm honestly interested. So hit me up and let's talk movies. So, yeah. Bye.